I wanted to introduce this segment to my show called Money Wins for this month, purely because I want y'all to understand what exactly I view as a money win and how money wins for different people are going to be different. A lot of what I talk about in this video are not things that are tangible right now, but they're things that are happening that I can see the future being very bright and very plentiful when it comes to finances, especially when it comes to this channel, myself, and the group that I'm, nurturing right now. And I just want to share that with you. So, my first money win is getting back into learning mode. And I feel like I'm relearning a lot of things, which means I'm basically just studying. There was an old quote that I heard years and years ago, probably like 2017. And this guy was saying, we need to do a lot less learning and a lot more studying. So as I'm relearning things, I'm noticing that I'm just doing a lot more studying, and things from 5 years ago, 2 years ago that I learned and thought I understood are now truly starting to click, and I'm adding them into my life, especially when it comes to investing, and I'm noticing bigger and better results. And now certain things are becoming more predictable. Certain things are becoming a lot more recognizable. And when I see them, I'm like, oh, I need to start buying here. And I'm able to help other people understand exactly what these things mean within the stock market, within crypto, and it's starting to add value to a lot of life. And with that said, the biggest thing that I'm thankful for within this category that I'm talking about right now, within relearning and studying and things, is getting back into crypto, because I didn't realize this before. Like, I read it, I heard it, I learned it before, but it never clicked. There are cycles within the crypto market, and from what I can see, pretty much every 4 years, and it's a little bit delayed, but after Bitcoin goes through their halving cycle every 4 years, there's a little bit of a delay, like, 3 to even 10 months. The overall crypto market goes into what is called a bull run or a bull cycle, and things run up like crazy. I'm not the type to get into speculative coins like meme coins and things. Some people can do that. They can have fun with that mess. The thing is, I like liquidity and I like legitimacy behind what I'm investing in. So I'm not studying or learning or teaching about getting into meme coins or things like that, but I am into highly reputable crypto, just like I'm into highly reputable stocks. That's why I put together that free, not spreadsheet, but free sheet of everything that has highly reputable companies. It's like over, I think, 30 of them, and that has ETFs in there as well. But with crypto, I'm looking at stuff like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Those are big name crypto that have stood the test of crypto time, which hasn't been that long, but you see that it's made a lot of people a lot of money, but there's also a lot of value behind it. So I'm learning about things that I find fascinating. Ever since I was a kid, I've been fascinated by technology, how things work, how the interface works, what the specs were. Just a complete nerd when it comes to technology. I've always been into that. Even when I got into college, I was like, I want to study industrial engineering technology. The key word is technology. I got to learn about the future and AI and chips and electronics and physics and all those things. I loved learning about these things. And here we come back full circle, in which I'm learning about crypto, because the name cryptocurrency is a little bit misleading. I was actually talking to my group about this over the weekend, Wealth Journey Collective. That's where I have my live calls every single week, but it's also just a cohesive community in which we talk throughout the week, and whatever day it is, they can send messages, they can put posts on there. It's just like a big Facebook group, except it's better than Facebook. It's on a different app. It's on an app called Circle. But anyway, if you do want to join that, click the link down in the description. But the whole reason I bring that up is because I was talking about that with my group this weekend. And cryptocurrency is a little bit of a misleading name. I think a more accurate name would be something like crypto assets, because basically it is technology that you're investing in. You're not necessarily investing in coins that you're then going to take and buy something with. Yes, you can do that with some of them, but what you're really invested in is the idea of the technology behind the things that we call coins and tokens. And there is a difference between things like coins and tokens, which I'm not going to get into in this video. I'm purely here to talk about my money wins. But you already know about my money win, where I maxed out my ROTH IRA. and how I've been able to accumulate more cash in my checking account and things like that. Those are tangibles. I want to talk about the intangibles because this is going to lead to more tangibility, not just for myself, but for you too, who also listen to my videos or join my group Wealth Journey Collective and learn about multi-million-dollar earning opportunities and things that you can do right now. Because one of the biggest realizations that I've had is that throughout my life, throughout my adult life, I should say, I've always had enough money on the side to make myself rich within 5 to 10 years. I just didn't apply it. And I don't want you having that same epiphany. So I'm teaching you the things that I've learned, that I don't have all the answers, but I'm learning from people in industries that have more knowledge than I do. And I'm backing these things up through research and through experience. And I'm telling you right now, we're not just having make your first $100,000 conversations in the Wealth Journey Collective. We're having multi-million-dollar types of conversations that will yield very, very high results for everybody involved. You just gotta listen and have the conversation and join the conversation and be part of this change that this whole community, Wealth Journey Collective, is gonna make. But yes, crypto assets, that's how I view them. So I'm back in the learning mode. I'm back into being a student, back into studying these things. But I also have a little bit of skin in the game when it comes to crypto because I've been investing in it since the year of 2021, actually. And that was during the last, you know what I'm saying, bull cycle and all the other stuff that was going on. So there's a lot of things that I remember from last time. And there's a lot of things that I'm learning right now that I think would add a lot of value. And not everybody's into crypto. I wasn't for most of the year. I was kind of like, yeah, I have a crypto account, but there's some money in there, blah, blah, blah. But seeing the power of the technology and understanding what it can really do in the future, it's going to legitimately change the entire landscape of personal finance and technology as we know it. So I would say if you're not wanting to invest in it, at least look into it, just see what it's about. It's a lot of things that are going, I guess you could say, unnoticed because everybody's too much focused on everything else, whether it's the election or whether it's whatever drama that's going on between whichever celebrities. But I think it's time to take a step back from all the distractions and start looking into things that are going to change the world. Because ultimately, if you put your money into things that are going to change the world at a low price and hold it for a long amount of time or a long enough amount of time, it's going to grow for you. So that's my first money win of the month. My second money win of the month is going live with the Wealth Journey Collective. We had an amazing conversation. We don't just talk about the basics. We talk about everything. We talk about the basics. We talk about the advanced. We talk about investing. We talk about dreams. We talk about goals. And we ask each other questions and we answer each other's questions. And if I don't have the answer to something, I'm going to figure it out. But I just had the greatest conversation. And I don't even need a ton of people on the live with me. I could have one person, but I had more than one person, of course. And it was just a great, great conversation. We talked about job goals, career goals. We talked about promotions. We talked about money. We talked about the entire stages of building wealth, from getting started to adulting to investing wisely to net worth accumulation to succession. We talked about all that stuff in great detail. We had a Q&A session in which we talked a lot about crypto, stocks, ETFs, how to take profits, when to take profits, should you even take a profit when you're investing? And the answer is it depends. And, you know, the way the person asked the question, it was just so phenomenal that I gave the answers based off of how she was asking it. And it was just a really dope interaction. And I was so happy to see that the conversation veered more towards investing and more towards building that wealth from an investing standpoint, because that is truly the way to build wealth. And the reason why I find that to be a win, not just because I'm interacting with people in real time and I just love people, but it's also the fact that I truly saw the extreme value that my group holds. I've always known it was valuable. I've always saw a bright future for that group. But when I was on the live with them, this was my first ever live call, by the way, which happened to be a few days ago, I saw a future in which there would be many people on the call with me. We use Zoom, and everybody can interact and everybody can ask questions and everybody can see the same type of futuristic level of wealth building in which we don't have to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars to get to the millions. You can invest 1,000, 2,000, get to 10,000, and then put that 10,000 into something else that's going to then yield you higher results. And we can talk about that stuff later on in another video, but I'm just letting you know there's a different way to do things. And if we keep getting stuck to doing things the old way, we're going to be left behind, and we're going to keep getting old results. And the things that we don't want, like living paycheck to paycheck, not being able to pay our bills, not being able to invest, is going to become more and more normal for people who refuse to open their mind and open their eyes to the changes that are already happening around us. There are so many things that are changing, and I'm talking about all of it, and I feel like most of it is too niche for YouTube, and some people won't get it. Some people are going to click off the video. Some people don't want to hear the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, we're talking about. But the thing is, that's what is going to change the world, and that's what's going to build your bank account. You get what I'm saying? So there's some very powerful conversations happening, and I simply want you to be part of it. December 25th is the day the founding member special is going to be off the table. So I highly think and highly recommend that you take advantage of it while it's at a low price point, and see what you learn, see what happens. You never know what might happen. This could be the difference between you doing things the same way without a mentor, without any leadership, without mentorship or anything, and you actually getting what you need and getting the support you need and the knowledge you need, and then having a completely different financial income at the end of year 2025. This could be the difference. You never know. And I find that to be a win as well, because I also learn from the people within my community as well when they ask certain questions, and it causes me to think a certain way. Or when they say certain things, I'm like, oh, this concept just clicked. So it's a win-win-win type of situation. Anyway, third win is that I have a full plan going forward for next year. And I know exactly what my stock investing plan is. I know exactly what my Roth IRA plan is, you know what I'm saying, for next year. And it's to get to $7,000 earlier than this year, but it's also to open up opportunity to invest into other things, and committing to investing every single month in the crypto, and committing to investing every single month in my Webull/stocks account. And I know exactly what I'm going to invest in. I know exactly how often I'm going to invest in it. I know exactly with crypto when I'm going to take profit, how I'm going to take profit. I know how I'm keeping my crypto secure, and I'm able to share with my community exactly how I'm doing all of these things, because a lot of people don't know these things that I'm talking about. A lot of people don't know you shouldn't keep your crypto on a crypto exchange. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize that. They feel like it's safe to do so, but it's not. And there's ways you can take it off that, but some ways are more secure than others. And I've taken the time to learn a lot of this stuff. I've taken the time to learn a lot about what each crypto that I'm investing in does. And I've just learned an awful lot. And which is why I go back to the first one, becoming that student and studying the things that I've already heard about. I'm really paying attention into the things that I kind of just, grazed over real quick. And I'm really looking at what happens if I apply this to my life. And the biggest thing is, the more I'm able to study and learn and love doing it, the more in-depth conversations I can have about it. And the people in my group are sharp. They're keeping up with the conversations. They're even leading some of the conversations when it comes to crypto, when it comes to ETFs, when it comes to investing in certain things. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of group that I want to build, a group that ends up learning and speaking the same language of investing, and knowing what QQQ is, and knowing what ETFs are, and knowing which cryptos to stay away from and which cryptos to invest in, and how to keep their crypto secure, and how to build wealth for the long term, and how to do so in the safest, smartest way possible. And that's what this channel is about. That's what my group is about. And that's why this series is called Wealth Journey, and I am excited for what the future holds. And I just simply wanted to share my money wins with you. A lot of this stuff is intangible right now, but just give it 10, 12 months. Might be shorter than that. You'll see very quickly that these wins that I'm talking about right now are going to have a huge impact in the future. Not just on me, on you too. But anyway, if you like this video, you're going to love this video. You can check it out right here.